Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers.
Okay, so in this episode, we're going to finish off with a little bit of ice is left here. Well, there's actually a ton of ice left. I have just been flailing this thing around. I'm done collecting ice. I'm not going to be collecting much more. I am literally just seeing how much more abuse this thing can take. I'm literally just holding down the keys on my keyboard now. I've given up even using the mouse for subtlety. And I figured there should be some catastrophic failure at any point in time. I'm quite content with the amount of ice we have on board. We were approaching 500,000 ice when I last looked. It was like 490 or something like that. And that was a few minutes ago. So I'm going to do this for a bit more. I just thought I'd bring you guys in because, like I said, I've just been totally thrashing this thing. I have not been lenient or gentle in the least bit. Once I hit 400,000 eyes, I was like, that's good enough. And just been kind of doing stuff like that. And so far, it has not broken a drill. I do want to say that I feel as though they nerfed the drills a little. I don't feel as though I'm getting nowhere near the amount of ice I got the last time I did this for such a short period of time. I know that there are drill boosters now, but I don't think that you should have to add boosters to get back to the performance you already had. So, I don't know. It just seems kind of weird with me. I mean, if you guys have been using the large drills, like before and after that update for the boosters for the drills is added, do you know any performance issues with your drills? I'm just joking, guys. The girls are probably laughing. So no, I don't think it's working the same. Oh, did I see sparks? I thought I saw sparks. But all the drills are still there, so. I mean, look at that. I'm just flailing this thing about, and it's just. I'm going to end up actually crashing the ship here before long. Like I said, I'm just doing this just for the shenanigans of it. I'm going to abandon this thing here very soon. Reason is, well, this won't be going to the next map. I have some other plans that I want to incorporate going forward, and it does not involve this monstrosity. So, yeah, the only reason we're doing this is to ensure we have ice for O2 before we find a planet to call home. And so, yeah, we got plenty of ice now. Just for little us, this is giving me more than enough ice. Spike runs in every once in a while, so that's not going to be too big of an issue either. And we're going to have plenty of O2 for everyone. And I think I'm going to be adding some O2 generators, some O2 farm things. Alright. Enough with the subtleties. Let's drive this bad boy home and see what kind of hole it can make at speed. At whatever speed it will reach. Oh, what, 6 meters on impact? Yeah. Give or take. At 6 meters, it bounces. Alright, so I'm thinking that this thing is fair well and good. That it's not going to break. And so, cool. I give up. We're not going to break it. Alright, so with all the shenanigans, where are we at with ice? 646,000 ice. That is fantastic. It took roughly 30,000 ice to fill our tanks. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I am, on the other hand, going to turn off the gravity generators because we do have to come back out here later. I'd like some power to be on the station, so, or ship. I don't know why I end up calling anything bigger than some sizes just stations. O2 is low. Yeah, that's a problem. Luckily, we brought the Kestrel a little bit closer this time. And O2 is right there, so... Alright, cool. O2 problem kind of fixed. Thank you, and thank you. So, alright, so Matthew commented on the YouTube channel about making some changes to the layout of the Kestrel. Specifically using some boosters on the large drills, which, well, don't really need to. And using the thruster and gyroscope upgrades. Gyroscope upgrades I definitely have on my docket to do. What I'd like to do is remove these gyros here and possibly put a med bay right here. I believe I had it here before. No. Okay. Yes, because he actually brought up comment. He's like, why don't you put it right here? I did have it, I think, like right about here, and we were spawning outside the ship, and we might be able to put it right here. Because we're far enough from the edges of the ship, we might not spawn outside the ship, but I would kind of suck if the Sizzy did bounce around a little bit and smacked it, but I don't know. Let's see what's underneath here. Can we put another conveyor right here? So yeah, I think if we put another conveyor here, and we put the, we can bring the med bay and put it right here. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea. More centralized, a little bit more room here, and it's kind of out of the way. So let's see, do we have enough parts to do that? Not that anybody will ever see it once we do this, but meh. Alright, small tubes and motors. We can do that quick enough. Small tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a couple motors. And I think it was only 10, but I'm going to grab a couple extra just to be sure. Yeah, it was only 2. So yeah, we'll bring the med bay over and we'll put it there and paint that up so it matches, just because. And then that will be a pretty cool spot for the med bay to be at. So the goal, I think, would be is to remove all of these. I'm not sure what I would do. Maybe I'll just leave these here and add the ones down below. Rah. I was going to use that. Oh, that's funny. So I think about what I might do is just we'll cut this guy away, move that over there, and then for the gyros, what I'm thinking to do is right down the middle is use the booster down the middle and putting the gyros out the sides. So what you get is a little bit better performance as if you had filled the same area with gyros. So in theory, if we fill this whole area with boosters and gyros to the sides, that would be a pretty significant boost in performance. So I'm not sure how we would deal with all the irregularities. These would probably just go away. These two here. Yeah, I think that's what I would do, is just get rid of these two. It gives us a little bit more opportunity for future improvements that the game developers and modders might add for a little bit more storage or options down the road. So I have not made any changes today to any of the storage units. Matthew had pointed out that I should move that one over. Also, that he thought that the inventory sorting mod was on a timer block. It is not. That's only the LCD mod. And so what ends up happening is, always put two S's. There are multiple priorities for items, and so see how this, what is it? This is reactor components are moving around. So it's picking up components and it's moving between reactor components and here. So what I need to do is go through and clean out all the old inventory. This is one of the old ones, and then there's a new one. So if I type in components, if I could spell MONENTS. So we have detector components, so that doesn't count. But I have, if I find it, so for some reason it counts connector as part of it, as the naming convention, maybe because it's, and then I have components down here. So what I need to do is go through and get all the names cleared out of all the storage. So like armored connector 4 just needs to be changed to something else, which it does anyway. It needs to be named Kestrel and all that stuff. But once I get everything labeled correctly, the inventory bouncing around thing will go away. That's all it is it's trying to figure out where this is supposed to go. And as soon as it moves at one place, it goes, no, it belongs over here. It's very, very indecisive. So, all right. Yeah, I think that answered your questions. I think, Matthew. I think so. So to-do list. We need to add those to the to-do list. So Matthew, you're the first person on our to-do list. Move gyros and add boosters. I'm just going to put Matthew R. Don't need to put your full name in there. You know who you are, Matthew. So, all right. So move gyros and add boosters. So that's going to be a thing. After we add the change of text size. There. Cool. Thanks, Matthew. You're the first person to get our name up there. All right. So what I'm going to go do now is, should I try docking to this thing or just moving the ice? Let's see, how easy is it to connect to that? Those merge blocks are going to make it kind of sketchy. I have a feeling the Kestrel is going to get pretty buggered up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the Kestrel really close, and I'll just do the whole back and forth kind of thing. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this real quick. I'm thinking I am going to put a sensor on this door. I'm going to make the range on it really small. Like half a meter or something. So you have to be like really close. We can close the back door from the seat. I always forget about that. So we climb in here. And we can hit that button right there. We should be able to go to here. And to confirm that it is closed. That doesn't give us a view we were hoping for. Because we can see that view from here actually. So I think we're going to end up moving that camera. Yeah, we're going to move that camera. That'd be cool if we could like pan and tilt from that camera, but we can't, so. Right. All right. So, that's the wrong rotation that I want. So the cool part is we get to see that ore detector working on the Kestrel, which she's been so long at port that she hasn't been able to use any of those devices. We're going to get that railgun up and running here really soon. and go test it out on some red targets flying by. All right. Let's get a little bit better perspective here. There we go. So now we should be able to go to here. There's that belly cam. Oh, that is not the belly cam, is it? It was not the belly cam. Oh, Havoc. Ah. I took faith in technology and it failed me. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, man, I totally hosed that all up. Oh, my God. Oh, can I have screwed that up any more? Oh, my goodness. Well, it's going to be easy to put the ice in there now. It's ripped a hole in the bottom of the ship. Ah, son of a... Well, how about them apples? Well, on the plus side, no critical portions of the Kestrel were harmed in the making of this freaking mistake. At least I don't think so. Let's look at some of the damage was done here. Alright, so might end up just taking it back and letting the Scorpion do the work. It's going to be a lot easier, a lot simpler. So yeah, overall this isn't too bad. It's all superstructure that was messed up. So, well, I can put more batteries back here. I forgot about these blocks. I threw these in because I thought there was a hole back here. Hey, we found a spot we can do stuff with. This was a monumentous occasion. No, not really. Man, I thought I was done trashing the Kestrel. I mean, really, really, really thought I was done. I've been so careful. Add the cameras. How is that not flying away? Oh, it's because it's attached to the upper deck area. Okay, that's cool. Well, that's cool. That was convenient. So now there is not a simple way to put the ice inside of the Kestrel, as the opening is actually over here to get into the ice container, which is where we were going to put it for storage. Wow, it does a really good job of what is it called, a concertina? Like in a car accident where, you know, when you wreck one panel, it kind of ripples through to others. Alright, so, yeah, this isn't a lot of work, but it's work that shouldn't have had to be done. Is that a piece of the Kestrel? It is. Oh, that's pretty awesome. It just fell out. I'm laughing hysterically in the inside. Well, that was definitely the derp moment of, I don't know, quite a while, actually. I don't think I've screwed this badly, or screwed up this badly in quite some time, so... So I'm always telling you guys about like total harebrained ideas I have. One of the ones I have right now is to actually do like something super crazy. I actually want to build a bigger Kestrel. Not joking. I want to build a larger Kestrel, and that's something that's been on my plate for wanting to do for a long time. And it's going to be such a massive build that I couldn't pull it off. I promise you I could not pull it off what I would want to do by the time planets came around. So that's why I have not undergone such a massive thing yet. Is because it just wouldn't happen. I'd end up being like mid build, and yeah, so that's something I wanted to do on the next iteration of the series. That's where we're going to go to season 2, by the way. Spoiler alert, is when planets come. Because I've always said all along that I don't see a reason to make multiple seasons. This is a daily release, so. Okay, so, well, this ice movement thing, like I just said, is not going to be a simple process. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut away. I'm going to move a bunch of the ice away, and then next thing you'll see is us back at the station and repairing some of this with the Scorpion. So we'll see you on the other side of the cut. Okay, so I'm bringing you guys back because I kind of thought I'd show you this. I realized that I have to put a connector on here. I put a storage container on here, and I was going to move everything by hand back and forth. There was a ton of inventory inside this ship, and there still is. Look at this. There's 12,000 units there, there's 5,000 units there. A ton of uranium. I'm going to take probably most of this out to put it in the Kestrel, but 636,000 ice. I can carry 9,000 at a time. I would be here next month doing that by hand. So I put a connector on here leading to the ice, and now we're going to go ahead and go upstairs, climb into the flight seat, and we're going to try this again. This time without the cameras. Well, there isn't a camera down there anymore, so I guess that really isn't. Why is that gravity that way? So I thought I turned the gravities off on that ship. So, interesting. Okay, so this time, without cameras, we're going to try to do this without causing any major or too big of a mess. I mean, because we already have a big mess as it is, so... Again, I have some concerns about those merge blocks on the side. They are really close to where I'm wanting to be. I guess I should have put a extension, a little connector tube. But, alright, spin around back, let's take a look at where we're at as far as front to back. Oh, there we go. Alright, hurry up and dock so they can stop burning each other. I just screwed up. I hit the button I'm not supposed to hit. For those of you new to the series, I just undocked the Susie. This is a big no-no. You're not supposed to do this, Havoc. So I come over here, do this, and now she's wigging out, which I don't know why. Probably because that other ship is down below. This is where things get really sketchy, and this is why I brought you guys back. Nearly 7,000 ice. I don't want to leave that behind. Inertial dampers were not supposed to turn off when I did that. Control panel. Lock, please. Thank you. Have a nice day. Alright, so now we're going to come over here. We'll access this. Kestrel's ice is now up to 815,000. That's what we wanted to see. Right there. That's fantastic. Alright. Go ahead and unlock this. Control panel. World saves happen at just like the most opportune time, I swear. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and disengage, and now we will be heading back. The supplies is, I mean, it's nice, but we're not going to stress over it. There's more than that sitting back at the station that we could just easily just turn into parts and pieces. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and make a cut after I disengage here. Should be pretty simple. Should just be able to go like this. All right, let's check on Susie, make sure she's staying where she needs to. Oh, snap. And Andrea came loose as well. That's a problem. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go park Andrea, and we will go ahead and still continue with the plan on heading back to base to make some repairs of the Scorpion. So we'll see you on the other side of the cut. So I thought I'd bring you guys back a little early and show you what it's like coming in next to the station. This is awesome. One, the Kestrel is so nimble for her size, especially after I've wrecked it. It's really awesome being able to fly this massive of a ship this easily. Granted, I did trash the Kestrel, which was a long time overdue. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the worst we've done to her so far. So, yeah, there's that. Let's go take a look here. How we doing on our... Whoa, mouse is cranked a little too high right now. Alright. There's no in between on that, so that's great. Let's go turn our control panel back on. Alright, so we're doing good on power. Let's check our batteries. Bats, let's set those to recharge. Actually, it looks like they're at full capacity because our reactor didn't change. So we're going to go ahead and leave it on recharge though. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. I got a lot of work ahead of me, so let's go ahead and modify our to-do list. Sure that's closed. That door's closed. Alright. Yeah, air leak, you think? Let's see what happens when we close this up here. Alright, so there's something in here that, or well, there's a leak somewhere. Probably like all of this, or one of these, or something. But yeah. All goes to prove that downstairs was airtight. Boss tense. Until Havoc showed up. So I'm going to make a little modification here. This is going to have to move down there a little bit. Repair. Derp. Yeah. Alright. So this is Havoc. Have fun. And keep gaming.